Hello, my name is Old Man Mordaith, and welcome to the Fermi Paradox. This is a game about taking on the role of the galactic gardener and guiding various species in the galaxy through the evolutionary track in hopes that one day they will meet. Seeing their stories unfold, understanding their culture, and it revolves around the generation and spending and acquiring of this resource called synthesis. Touching any of these little flares will give us synthesis and potentially trigger events. This game is not really going to be instructional. I am going to narrate what events occur and maybe offer a little insight onto why I'm guiding a species one way or another. So let's start off by just selecting this flare right here. A minor planet is formed from ice and debris in the Kepler system. Displacement of ocean currents affects weather systems on Tau Ceti 3. Here we are, an evolution event, right early on. Tau Ceti, sapient life, evolves on Tau Ceti 3. A new civilization is born. A life form on Tau Ceti 3 started making simple tools, developed a rudimentary language. But which species will form a Stone Age civilization, the Tau Ceti system? I have a little bit of flavor text here, a little quote. Many were increasingly of the opinion that they'd all made a big mistake in coming down from the trees in the first place. Douglas Adams, one of my favorite books too. That's Hitchhiker's series. Zooming in here, we can see the species. Tau Ceti, a yellow dwarf star, is orbited by a swamp planet, Tau Ceti 3, and multiple other habitable planets. Highest mountains of Tau Ceti 3 are so tall that their peaks reach vacuum space. Many plants on the surface are capable of moving around on their own. In contrast to the rich flora and fauna of the surface of Tau Ceti 3, the oceans never developed any life forms and are a liquid desert. So we could choose a balanced species. That would be the Rama. A standard species would be the Odo. And an unbalanced species, the Maru. These guys look pretty cool. These are sneaky, sightless, and cruel. These bands of small raptors plague the vast jungle forest. I mean, I really like them. So you'll see, taking an unbalanced species, we have two different colors here. Kind of grayed out. And these ones are whited out, but this one is grayed out. When you get a whited out, highlighted, we'll call it highlighted icon, that means you gain points in this particular resource, or this species does. And that could be technological development, resources. This one here is casualties during a war. So a positive one reduces casualty. Negative one will increase the casualties. So if we take this, you're going to see that we're going to suffer in most of our development, scarcer resources, more prone to lots of death in wartime, but higher population, and we get 20 synthesis points. Let's go for it. Tau Ceti 3 is home to the Maru tribes. Now you can see here our tech level, Stone Age, how many Maru there are, 1.2 million. What our current resources? 10,000 beast herds. Resource scarcity will be in 2,189 years. Potential casualties during a war is 400,000. And this is the dystopia versus utopia. The closer you get to dystopia, the worse off you are, obviously, and the closer to utopia you get, the better things are. And we can choose any of these. These have seemingly random events. Tau Ceti 3, the Maru civilization is born. Now we get specific events. This one gives us more resources. This one will decrease our population. Maru textile artworks represent harmony on Tau Ceti 3. Now we can play around in here in the Tau Ceti system as long as we want, and then we can go back out to the bigger menu and wait for other events in different worlds to occur. But right now we have a development event, so we're going to actually pop out the main menu. And we're going to access this development event. A great war threatens Tau Ceti. The War of the Flame. Only a few Maru tribes know the secret of fire. The flame is protected by sacred firekeepers, with bands of warriors gather to obtain the precious red flower. And we can guide what happens. We can proclaim peace. No synthesis gained or spent. A regular conflict. Or total war. Going total war will actually cost us points. I'm not too sure why. We're going to have this be a regular conflict. The Maru are not peaceful. The Flame War cost many lives among the Maru, as their sages stubbornly refused to share knowledge of the fire sticks. Now, if we went down to total war, you can see 1.2 million casualties. That would take the Maru down to almost extinction. We're going to go for a regular conflict. Regular projected casualties. And we're going to push on out and select one of these. Right over here in Alpha. Displacement of ocean currents affect weather systems on Alpha Razat. Now you'll see here in the Maru tribes, we've got, it shows star rating, which shows their, I can call it advancement. And they have a question mark here. That means a random event. So we're going to just hit that random event. Maru textile artwork represents harmony on Tau Ceti 3. Ooh, the Sol System. Natural global warming dramatically impacts the climate on Earth. Get another one over here. An external planetoid enters an orbital pattern in the Ross system. Once again in Sol. Two major species on Earth begin to interbreed. Fire off one on Rigel. Generations of dead organisms turn to fossil fuels deep in the crust of Rigel 7. One over here in the Kepler system. A minor planet formed from ice and debris in the Kepler system. Another development in the Maru tribes. Go take a look. Knowledge in Tau Ceti. Songs of knowledge. The Maru create long and beautiful songs full of deep knowledge of the world and their people. These songs are memorized, improved, and taught from generation to generation. But what does it mean? We could turn this into a civilization pillar, which would give us 3, check that out, 3 scientific development and 5 synthesis points. I don't see why the Maru would shy away from such an astonishing development to their society. Regular development or a dead end, we get nothing from this, so civilization pillar it is. These songs are crucial for the society of the Maru. They sing them constantly, and those who master the songs are chosen to lead the tribes. There you go, and you can see it progressing to the next age. Right, over here in the Sol System again. Minor Sol planet leaves its orbit and falls into the system's central star. Kepler. A new plant species grows abundant on the surface of Kepler 4. Rigel. A freak mutation creates an unusual life form in the land region of Rigel 7. Now right over here, you can see this is the war casualties ones. Now, if I wanted to reduce Maru war casualties, I can select that, but I'd rather trigger an event over in Sol. Dynamic wind patterns create marvelous structures. Surface, Earth. Over here to Garden. Generations of dead organisms turn to fossil fuels deep in the crust of Garden Prime. Come over here, a whole bunch of stuff. Fluctuation in Ross's central star leads to changes in its color spectrum. An animal species on Alpharats forms complex social structures. Feel like we're getting close over there. Maru have another development. Depopulation in Tau Ceti. Venomous animals. Maru settlements attract small venomous animals from the wilderness of Tau Ceti 3. Those creatures prey on the Maru and kill many of them. A Maru will probably not take this lying down. Prevention. Regular development. Massive depopulation. Not a benefit or anything other than prevention. The Maru adapt their skills against the threat of venomous creatures by building traps and wearing protective clothing. Smart move. Get some pants on. You know what? While we're here, I think a boost of growth. A growing clan expands its influence on Tau Ceti 3. Oh, there is something I wanted to show you. We could go in here, and if you click the down arrow, you get the history of the species thus far. Oh. Not the button I wanted. We click those buttons and come right back up here. Alright, let's continue. Kepler. A solar collision generates rare elements in a Kepler space region. Fluctuation in Kepler's central star leads to changes in its color spectrum. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, a second evolution event. In the Sol System, sapient life has evolved on Earth. A new civilization is born. A life form on Earth started making simple tools and developed a rudimentary language. But which species will form a Stone Age civilization? The Sol System. I think we know which one. You have to foster these creatures too. Guide them in parallel with the other civilizations of the galaxy, and one day, they may make contact. Synthesis can be used to help any society. Sometimes you will have to make hard choices to ensure the survival of everyone. So we can take a balanced species. The dolphins. Standard species. Silly humans. Or the one we're going to take. Dinosaurs. Giant feathered reptiles with small brains. They hunt and they eat. Obviously, dinosaurs. On Earth, the dinosaur civilization is born. An influential dinosaur chieftain rises to power on Earth. Our Shines is having a development event. We're going to pop on over there. An extinction in Tau Ceti. This is a big deal. Can we prevent it? Fire from the sky. A massive asteroid breaks apart when entering the atmosphere of Tau Ceti 3. Fire rains down from the sky and threatens to destroy the world. Close call. Minus 50 synthesis. Minimal survivors. 1.8 million Maru lost. And complete extinction. That wipes out everyone. You know what? The Maru aren't ready to go yet. The asteroid disintegrates into tiny fragments. The fire from the sky looks terrifying, but is mostly harmless. The Maru create great artworks inspired by the legendary fire rain from the heavens. Alright, we're going to grab over here on Rigel. Seismic activity produces a new mountain range on Rigel 7. The Maru tribes have entered into a new technological age. This is very good for them. The Bronze Age. In the Bronze Age, the Maru begin testing the limits of their planet's generosity by cultivating crops, raising animals for food, and clearing forest in order to build primitive cities. Early mining and metalworking skills allow them to craft better weapons and tools, and they learn how to document knowledge via written language. Do they gain wisdom, advancement, or power? I think we're going to go advancement because we do need those synthesis points. It's only 2. This is also going to increase their population and resources, which is always good. New techniques and tools allow the Maru to explore new areas, preserve their natural resources, and develop early infrastructure. The Maru can now build stable settlements on Tau Ceti 3 and sustain them with agriculture. Oh, I didn't mean to go in the Rigel system. Meant to just... Okay, interesting. Some bugs in this. This is early access. Cosmic dust obscures the light, reaching Rigel 7. Bronze Age technology provides the Maru access to minerals on the surface of Tau Ceti 3. Minor planet is formed from ice and debris in the Garden system. A new planet species grows abundant on the surface of Gehenna 6. A new planet species grows abundant on the surface of Gehenna 6. Let's see what we have here. The work of a remarkable wise person is widely circulated among the dinosaurs. Conflict between two major Maru realms is settled peacefully. Good news for them. Dinosaur Tribes, a development event. Power in Soul. Poisonous weapons. Dinosaur hunters and warriors craft toxic weaponry by applying plant and animal poisons to their primitive projectiles, which either stun or kill targets through mere abrasions of the skin. Love the music for this game, by the way. Prevention, regular development, absolute power. We're gonna go regular development. Dinosaurs identify a tree with deadly fluorescent sap and poison berries. Warriors puncture holes in its bark to lace their killing sticks with noxious ooze. And this random event right here. The number of fire clearings on Earth increases. Oh, this is a good one. The dinosaurs found a promising new clan. We've got 2.5 million dinosaurs right now. Good stuff. Very proud of them. The dinosaurs grow to fear their ruthless chieftain. The Maru's sculptures represent harmony on Tau Ceti 3. Is there life after death? Asked the Maru. Generations of dead organisms turn to fossil fuels deep in the crust. Phosphorats. I know I'm pronouncing that one wrong. Dynamic wind patterns create marvelous structures on the surface of Gehenna 6. Another development event for the Maru tribes. Growth on Tau Ceti. Harsh weather changes cause many Maru tribes to seek out warmer and more fertile lands. In the process, they spread regional culture and crafts across Tau Ceti 3. It's a civilization pillar. This will lead to a lot of population growth. I think we're going to just say regular development. Let the population increase a bit, not too much. Don't need to spend the synthesis points on this. And right here, we get another population growth. The Maru found a promising new settlement. I'm going to take this resource boon right here. They're metal deposits. There we go. A couple thousand years of scarcity. I wonder, we're going to take a look over here on the Sol system. How long do they have resources for? 916 years. Well, this is an excellent opportunity to increase that. Dinosaur textile artwork represents harmony on Earth. Climate shift on Earth kills off an entire tribe. On Earth, dinosaur planters established a new resource management method. Alright, we're going to pull out a little bit here. A minor planet is destroyed by an asteroid collision in the Gehenna system. Plant growth on Gehenna 6 slowly changes the planet's atmospheric condition. Another development for dinosaur tribe. Paradigm shift on Sol. Domestication of small predator animals. Earth is home to a species of predator with high emotional intelligence and complex social behaviors. Beneficial coexistence promises to emerge between these approachable creatures and the Stone Age dinosaurs, with whom they appear to seek companionship for the benefits of food, petting, and shelter. The dinosaurs are getting a little friendly. Cultural ascent. It's a good opportunity for them. We're going to spend the 10 points. The adorable predators are not only safe from the dinner plate, they are also spared from being handled as property. The concept of enslaving these friendly beasts with cages and leashes is unthinkable among the dinosaurs. Wonderful. Dinosaurs found a promising new clan. I'm really hoping something develops in the Gehenna system. One of Gehenna's inner planets is accumulating a new atmospheric layer. Fluctuation in Gehenna's central star leads to changes in its color spectrum. A once dominant animal species, Untitled Prime, goes extinct. A minor planet is destroyed by an asteroid collision in the Gehenna system. Is there life after death? Asked the Maru. A once powerful realm falls on Tau Ceti 3. Maru Realm's development event. Let's pop on over. Injustice in Tau Ceti. Rule of the Elders. Traditionally, the elderly are highly respected in Tau Ceti. Now that larger Maru realms are formed, the authority of the Elders is put into law. The oldest could be chosen as great rulers, not because of their wit or skill, but simply because tradition demands it. Prevention, regular development, or massive injustice. No, we're going to prevent this. Respect for the elderly does not automatically give every Maru elder the right to rule over others. In general, great rulers are still being chosen based on merit. Seems good to me. Nice development, we'll take that. The work of a remarkable sage is widely circulated among the Maru. Getting up there. After a beloved great ruler passes away, the Maru composed an epic musical tribute to the deceased. Cosmic dust obscures the light reaching Virgo. Storytellers of Earth inspired the dinosaurs to live peacefully. Ladies and gentlemen, the Maru gaining another technological level. They have reached the Iron Age. Empires and trading states rise to power in the Iron Age. The metalworking Maru forged tools and developed the skills needed to create simple machinery. While expanding, theological discourse could provide them with a sense of purpose and a moral compass. Organized religion also has the potential to bring about great atrocities. What could be the harm? Wisdom, advancement, power. You know what? We're gonna get 12 points and go with power. In epic dynasty wars, Maru generate siege weaponry against the well-fortified castles of their foe. Excellent. And ladies and gentlemen, that's just a first look at the Fermi Paradox. Now, I've been enjoying this game. I like slow-paced, narrative-driven games. And I feel for a game still being in early access, there's a lot more that they can do with this. I'm hoping that we're going to see Twitch integration, so Twitch viewers can vote on outcomes. I think that could be very entertaining. And I'm hoping that we're going to see at the end of a story, at the end of a game, that a PDF file can be generated to give you a working history, a chronology of your galaxy. I think that would be very good as well. So, with that, we might come back for some more of this game eventually, but That's it for now. Just a little glance at the Fermi Paradox. Thanks for joining.